Hey, what's up? Brother Baston here. So in today's video, I wanted to go over a couple of things. The first one is the concept challenge that we've had going on in the Discord. That's what I'm drawing here, my entry for that challenge. And then the second thing, I also wanted to talk a little bit about the art hashtag speedrunning project that I mentioned a couple of videos ago that starts in February. And what's going on with that. But first, the concept challenge. So if you're not familiar with these, we used to have them like every week a while back when I was a lot less busy with freelance work. So it's basically just a prompt, like a theme that I post on the Discord, and everyone can draw their own take on that theme. So let me read you the theme for this challenge. A secretive and exclusive establishment, the Imperial School of Necromancy only invites the most gifted young students of magic to learn about the dark arts. Come study the fields of black magic, voodoo, witchcraft, and much more in an exquisite academic setting. Design the uniforms of the Imperial School of Necromancy. So maybe you remember a long time ago when I was trying to find like new ideas for future world-building projects, I made a video where I was trying to pitch like a couple premises for worlds that could be interesting to develop. And one of them was this idea of a secret society of necromancers that have schools all over the world where they recruit young people to study in secret. Basically like a darker version of Harry Potter, but not with the whole like fantasy twist, but instead more like a modern urban setting where you have like a whole secret society living in our cities. Like I was picturing these kids having necromantic battles in the middle of big cities. And I had this whole idea that they would have to be like have been touched by death somehow for this secret society to find them, or had some kind of near-death experience or something to link them to the that underworld that give them powers. So instead of being all like good kids like in Harry Potter, it would be a lot of like misfits, like outcasts. Just kids that have been through some stuff. So that whole idea, that setting just came back to me, and I thought it could be an interesting concept challenge. And like the one thing that can easily give a very coherent look to that type of like academic setting is uniforms, like school uniforms. Like that's a big part of what makes the charm of Harry Potter as well. Like the different uniforms of the different houses. Just with a simple color scheme, like they're all immediately recognizable. I haven't even read the books. I think I've seen a couple of the movies, and I still know the Gryffindor colors, for example. So the challenge was basically to mix that academic side of things with a darker necromantic aesthetic. And we had a bunch of different takes on that, like vastly different interpretations. I'll show a couple of them at the end of the video. And there were a lot of entries, so if you want to see all of them, the link to the Discord is in the description below. You can check out the Concept Challenge channel, that's where they're all posted. But for my version, I kind of tried to mix a bunch of elements from different types of uniforms. Like basically, if you look up reference images of school uniforms online, it's mostly like three things. It's either the European style Harry Potter type of uniform, or the Japanese style, which is kind of similar except for the boys' uniforms with that sort of buttoned jacket with a straight collar, no lapels, no ties kind of thing. And then the third thing that you find is the American style, like high school / college stuff, with like big logos, very sports oriented, like varsity jackets and all that stuff. So yeah, I just tried to take a little bit of each. For example, I liked the Japanese straight colors on the boys' uniforms, the high colors. But I also liked the ties on the European style uniforms, so I just used both. And I have no idea where the loop of the tie goes, since there's no folded color, but who's really going to care about that as long as it looks cool? Maybe they're all wearing like clip-on ties, I don't know. And yeah, I just tried to take those lines, those cuts of the classic uniform shirts and vests and everything, and I tried to make those lines a little more angular, a little more like aggressive, maybe like sinister. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I sketched a jacket and cloak version of each of them for colder weather, I guess. And yeah, that's my uniforms. Okay, so I also wanted to talk about next month's project. If you didn't see the video where I mentioned it, I want to try to basically like blitz my social media for a month with content, with drawings and time-lapse videos. And I want to do every possible art challenge hashtag that I can find. And do all of that as an experiment to see if a consistent frequency, like a higher frequency of posting and like the use of all those art-related hashtags actually makes a difference if you want to grow your social media. And I'm going to be streaming that entire experiment, everything that I draw for this challenge every day on Twitch. So yeah, that's the plan, and I've been really trying hard to find a long enough list of art challenges to cover the entire month. But I think I overestimated how many there are, or at least how many interesting ones there are. Like I see them all the time on my timelines, so I thought there would be an infinite amount of different hashtags and challenges. But after looking at it more closely, it's a lot of the same challenges, just spammed, like the same hashtags. Like for example, a while ago I did a Sailor Moon redraw challenge that was really popular, where it's a screenshot of a Sailor Moon episode, and the idea is to draw it in your own style. So I assumed that there would be tons more redraw challenges similar to that one, like screenshots of all kinds of stuff. But no, that's not the case. Like there's a lot of draw this in your style, the DTIYOS hashtag. That's really common, and I'll probably end up doing a bunch of those, but it's not like individual images that blow up like that Sailor Moon one did. So instead of focusing on social media art challenges, like proper challenges, I think I'm just going to try to use art-related hashtags in general, whether they are challenges or not. So I was thinking, for example, there's one that I really like because I really like sketchy stuff, sketchy line art. It's the warm-up or warm-up sketch hashtag. You see these big artists post their warm-up sketches, and they're always like incredible, like the type of stuff that would take me hours to draw, like anything close to that. So I think I'm going to start doing that as well, just posting like a daily warm-up, except that in my case it's probably not going to be a quick warm-up, it's going to be a proper drawing, but we'll just pretend, we'll just slap a warm-up hashtag on it and pretend like it was just a little warm-up. It will be a secret for the people who watch it on stream and know that it actually took hours. But honestly, I am convinced that the majority of people who post like warm-up sketches do that. Like when you see what they post, there's no way it's just warm-up sketches. And there's even people who post like hashtag cool down sketches, like a quick sketch that they do after their actual day of work. I don't know, like when I see that stuff, I feel like I'm doing something wrong, or that we're not even the same like species or something. Because if I spend the day sitting at my computer drawing stuff, like working, the last thing I want to do is to draw some more with a cooldown sketch. Like my cooldown is getting as far as possible from my computer as fast as possible when I've spent an entire day drawing, just sitting there. Like, at least warm-up sketches make sense, but cool-down sketches, no, there's something wrong with those people. I feel like I should say, just to be clear, that I'm kidding. Like, obviously, there's nothing wrong with those people. There's probably something wrong with me. My laziness just prevents me from understanding cool-down sketches. But, yeah, that's basically the plan for February daily streams. The Twitch link is in the description if you want to subscribe or follow there. And again, if you have any good art challenge hashtags, please let me know in the comments here or anywhere else. I'm still trying to collect as many of them as possible. As I'm recording this, February 1st is tomorrow, but I cannot start tomorrow. I cannot stream tomorrow. So the first stream will be on the second day of February. And I'll try to do it every day from there. And before ending this video, let's take a look at what other people came up with for that concept challenge. The first one here is by Austin. He also used some elements of like the classic uniform, like the tie, but there's also some details that have a sort of like sorcerer vibe to them almost, like the big hat, the boots, the cape. It's an interesting mix. This next one is by Simberzite, and he played on that sort of like college football trope, trying to imagine what a necromantic quarterback would look like. With all the padding, the helmet, and the ball being made of this dead stuff or resurrected stuff. He even designed a logo for the team, and yeah, it seems that when talking about school uniforms, at least in the US, there's a strong association with sports, with team logos and all that stuff. This one is by Wuggy, who is not actually from the US, but he also took that same route with the varsity jacket and with the big logo, like prominent colors, but instead of being like bright and joyful, it's all very dark and undead. This next one is by Rip Red Rat, and I really liked how the theme of death was everywhere in the design in this one. Like the big coffin-shaped flap on the jacket in the front, or the masks. Like he actually wrote that they were supposed to be burial masks, like death masks, or the fact that their bodies are all bandaged to hide the necrotic stuff that they might be suffering from. And finally, this last one is by Nick. When the necromancers are busy practicing necromancy, their pets study necromancy, of course. And as a reformed weeb myself, my perfect Japanese allows me to understand the reference, neko meaning cat. And they make uniforms decorated with what I imagine to be little mouse bones. Very kawaii stuff from Nick. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know if there will be a concept challenge in February. I was thinking that if there is, it should be part of that art hashtag project. Like maybe we could all try starting a new art challenge and see if it spreads. Maybe another one of those redraw challenges where you have to draw something in your own style. I don't know. But check the Discord to see if a theme goes up at any point. Check out all of the other links down there as well. And yeah, thanks for watching. If you would like to support this channel and help me make more videos, check out this Patreon link on screen right now, or in the description below, where you can get all of my PSD files as well as real-time versions of all my videos.